Fiddling update, Danny boy here. We're back with more Transport Fever on the American modded map. A new American modded map. I found this little gem hiding in a Steam workshop. It was not actually under maps or under USA maps. I actually found it when I was trying to find the increased vegetation mod. It was hidden in a group of mods in there. Now this scene is actually 6K. It's got a bit more cities. So again, we've got New York up here, Boston, Buffalo. Now I have actually started modding or sort of terraforming this sort of map. We've got Philadelphia here, Pittsburgh, Detroit. Excuse me. God damn it. Detroit, Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Louis, Kansas City, Omaha, Billings, Montana, Spokane, Salt Lake City, Seattle, Portland, Reno. Now these are all the ends up in the north. I'm going to put Toronto up here. I'm not sure if I should cover this sort of top half of the map with a wee bit of snow, because I'll show you something in a minute. If we come down and head south, we've got Nashville, Memphis, Atlanta, Miami, Florida, New Orleans. Now, a lot of the USA is quite arid. It's quite arid terrain, so I've done this. That's a bit weird, but okay. Why am I getting at? Alright, it's okay. I can live with that though. As long as it doesn't come up all the time. Like if I'm building track. No, we're good. Right, so I sort of made the terrain this sort of deserty, sort of dirt colour, because it's not really grass and stuff round about this side, so that sort of continues round to here and on like the sort of west coast up until San Francisco. So I've made that sort of like that because I'm going to hear like the sort of, we'll be starting for 1850, so we're going to hear sort of like the Wild West and stuff in places. Now I might extend it out a bit more. I need to check the actual USA map to see how far this sort of arid land sort of goes. Billings, Montana I know is quite arid as well. I think maybe Omaha and Denver, Colorado, but Colorado's got this sort of terrain as well with the grass and mountains. So I've done this bit so far and I may do a bit more. There's still ages to go. There's still a lot of stuff to do here. If we go in here, here's the brush tool. Now, well in fact we'll go through more of the cities. We've got New Orleans, Memphis, Kansas City, Omaha, Denver, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Phoenix, Albuquerque, Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix down here. Now I was going to cover the mountain tops in snow, but the only thing I have for snow is this brush tool. And if I click on this actually took ages just to do this one section, because I have to sort of do it like this and fill it in. So any sort of mountain top that's got like this sort of light patchy coloured sort of tundra, I'll cover in snow. I'll keep some of it grass, like this section grass, but this bit will be snow. I'll blend these lines in. I'll maybe make tree lines to sort of blend in for the sort of desert terrain sort of meets the grass. So we'll have something for that. This will all be snow. I've done this mountain top. I've left this sort of green. This will have snow. Salt Lake City I actually want to make a bit larger, which I can actually do with the help of this. We have the forestry mod, which is awesome. The farmer mod, so that's pretty awesome as well. Number 2 gives you this sort of dirt, deserty sort of colour. So I think it matches. We'll have stagecoaches and stuff running around here. Now as you can see, the map is not flat. It's going to be a challenge to get some of the lines on, but we'll manage nonetheless. I also have the streams mod, which is pretty cool. I've been playing about with that. That works pretty good. And the lake mod. Now, this scene I quite like. This scene's quite easy. If we go fire on the terrain tool, pick a line, and then that should fill this. See, this contour has now been outlined. If you click on fill, you get a weird effect though. So you get water, which is probably the best water I've seen somebody actually modding. But down here, you get the previous lake as well, which is a bit strange. If you switch off the contour lines, you can still sort of see it. But no, this water is pretty good. I might leave Salt Lake City and just surround it by trees or something. So we're going to actually save that. I'll leave that. I'll play a boot with it. Like down here as well, this river sort of ends, but I can make it again by using the stream tool to come round here. We'll get here like a Hoover Dam, maybe a lake and some waterfalls up here. So that's going to be interesting. And that's about it. We'll get the industries in. This map came with no industries, which was great. Although I say no industries, that's a wee bit of a lie, because there is two. If you use the map creator, or one of the map creators, I cannot remember which one it is, you have to place at least two industries. One with raw materials and one provides finished goods. So over here somewhere there were fields. Right, I see this. So we've got this food production plant, which is okay, that's fine. And over here's a farm, which I can live with. Production's at 2 for some weird reason. I can't delete it, unfortunately. I need to be extremely careful when deleting stuff, because if I delete this, this will delete this whole area, which I didn't want to do, because this is a one big huge field, especially coming round here. So if I delete this section here, it deletes all this. It's highlighted in white. So I need to be careful. And we'll add farms and fields, quarries, stuff. It's going to be high detailed, so that'll be good. I'm not sure if I should mark this the top section of this snow or snowy, because it took so long just to do this, and obviously I've started this but I've yet to finish it. So, and this teenagers, so I might just make the mountain tops with snow. The European map slightly easier. There is a snowy mountains mod. I just switched that on and used the forestry tool to create forests and stuff. So it wasn't too much of a problem. So I'll obviously be blending this in somehow. Unfortunately, the brush tool, I can't actually click on it. This is weird. Give me this. Huh. Well, what the hell was that? Okay, well we're still technically finished building that lake, but it's finished now. Right, none of these actually match. The gravel's slightly a different texture. It's like a sort of darker texture, so it doesn't actually blend in, and you still get this line. But I'm willing to live with that, because I really did want this to sort of be sort of desert, sort of rough land, and that's what we've got. So, as always, leave a comment with your thoughts. Any little towns you want to see plopped in, leave a comment and we'll see how it can go. We'll obviously check the map to make sure it's in the right place. I will actually be looking myself for little cities and adding them in here and there, so we can do little commuter routes by bus and by little commuter trains So they'll obviously have smaller towns, smaller stations. We can deliver goods out to them as well. Now I will be deleting the cities pretty much back to something like this. Just a cross section with a few houses. I could hear a road coming up here through the mountain to Spokane. See, I'm getting ideas already. So the previous playthroughs nae got long left. Frames are getting absolutely annihilated. We've got so much stuff on the map, and most of the cities are pretty chock-a-block. Some of them are at, I think the biggest are at 5,000. The lowest is Moscow, which will almost be at 2,000 population. So there's the map there. Slightly better than the previous map I showcased, but hey ho, this will be the map, and I've already started marking it, so it's definitely going to be the map. So leave a like or a dislike or a comment. Thanks to the new subscribers for subscribing, and soon we'll be rolling on the new Europe and USA map. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. But that's been it for me. So I've been Danny Boy. This has kinda been Transport Fever, and I will catch you later.